Hello everyone, my name is Asif Javed and our topic is Programming Raspberry Pi with Python, the subject of Internet of Things IoT. Let's start with the introduction. The easiest introduction to Python is through Thonny, a Python 3 development environment. Open Thonny from the desktop or applications menu. Thonny gives you a REPL, read, evaluate, print loop, which is a prompt you can enter Python commands into. Because it's a REPL, you can even get the output of commands printed on the screen without using print. In the Thorny application, this is called the shell window. For example, if you will type 1 plus 2, the output will be shown as 3. And if you type name equal to Sarah and hello plus name, then the output will be hello Sarah. Thorny also has syntax highlighting built in and some support for auto completion. You can look back on the history of the commands you have entered in REPL with Alt plus P for previous and Alt plus N for next. Indentation is very important in Python. Some languages use curly braces to wrap around lines of code which belongs together and leave it to the writer to indent these lines to appear visually nested. However, Python does not use curly braces, but instead requires indentation for nesting. For example, a for loop in Python will look like this. The indentation is necessary here. A second line indent would be a part of the loop, and a second line not indent would be outside the loop. And here is an example of a loop where there are print A and B in the for loop. Variables. To save a value to a variable, assign it like so. Name equal to Bob, age equal to 15. Note that data types were not specified with these variables as types are inferred and can be changed later. Here is a small program. This time I use comments beside increment command. Comments. Comments are ignored in the program but there for you to leave notes and are denoted by the hash. Multi-line commands use triple quotes like so. This is a very simple Python program that prints hello. That's all it does. Print hello. There is a small message we can type using the triple quote. Lists. Python also has lists called arrays in some languages, which are a collection of data of any type. For example, numbers equal to 1, 2, 3. Lists are denoted by the use of square braces, and each item is separated by a comma. Iteration. Some data types are iterable, which means you can loop over the values they contain. For example, a list. Number equal to 1, 2, 3 for number in numbers print number. This take each item in the list numbers and prints out the item. 1, 2, 3. Here is the output. Note I use the word number to denote each item. This is merely the word I chose for this. It's recommended you choose descriptive words for variables, using plurals for list and singular for each item makes sense. It makes easier to understand when reading. Other data types are iterable. For example, the string dog name equals bingo. For char in dog name, print char. This loop over each character and prints them out. Output will be bingo. Range. The integer data type is not iterable, and trying to iterate over will produce an error. For example, for I in 3, print I will produce type error. However, you can make an iterable object using the range function. For I in range 3, print I. Range 5 contains numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5 numbers in total. To get the numbers 1 to 5 inclusive, use range 1, 6. Length. You can use functions like len to find the length of a string or a list. For example, the program is below. If if statements. You can use if statements for control flow. For example, name equals show. If len name is greater than 3, print nice name, print name, else print that's a short name, print name. This program will check whether the name has more letter than 3. If yes, then it will print nice name and the name of the person. Else it will print that's a short name and print the name of the person. Python files in Thonny. To create a Python file in Thonny, click File, New, and you will be given a window. This is an empty file, not a Python prompt. You write a Python file in this window, save it, then run it, and you will see the output in the other window. For example, in the new window type n equals 0 for I in range 1 to 101 and n plus equal to I. Print the sum of the numbers 1 to 100 is print n. Then save this file and run, and you will see the output in your original Python window. Executing Python files from the command line. You can write a Python file in a standard editor and run it as a Python script from the command line. Just navigate to the directory the file is saved. Use cd ls for guidance and run with Python 3, example Python 3 hello py. Other ways of using Python: command line. The standard built-in Python shell is accessed by typing Python 3 in the terminal. This shell is a prompt ready for Python commands to be entered. You can use this in the same way as Thonny, but it does not have syntax highlighting or auto completion. You can look back on the history of commands you have entered in the REPL by using the up slash down keys. Use Ctrl plus D to exit. IPython. IPython is an interactive Python shell which syntax highlighting, auto completion, pretty printing, built-in documentation, and more. IPython is installed by default. You can install it with sudo pip3 install IPython. Then run with IPython from the command line. It works like the standard Python 3 but has more features. Try typing len and hitting enter. You are shown information including the doc string for the len function. Executing Python files from the command line. You can write a Python file in a standard editor and run it as a Python script from the command line. Just navigate to the directory the file is saved. Use cd ls for guidance and run with Python 3, example Python 3 hello py. Not all Python packages are available in Raspberry Pi OS archives, and those that are can sometimes be out of date. If you can't find a suitable version in the Raspberry Pi OS archives, you can install packages from the Python package index known as PyPy. To do so, install pip sudo apt install python 3 pip, then install Python packages, example simple.json with pip3. Sudo pip3 install simple.json. PyWheels, the official Python package index PyPy, hosts file uploaded by package maintainers. Some packages require compilation, compiling C, C++, or similar code in order to install them, which can be a time-consuming task, particularly on the single core Raspberry Pi or Pi Zero. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching.